guys, so this is going to be a really quick vlog because, well, not vlog, more like an update, because I just haven't been feeling to film. Basically, I like reading, I actually love it really, and I just haven't been able to read lately, and thus I haven't been able to film anything because I've been in a reading slump. So you'll see clips at the start of this video where I tried to read, and yeah, it was just me starting a lot of books and not finishing them at all. So yeah, I just want to give an explanation, but also I decided to put together a TBR that should be able to get me to read. And also, I don't know if I explained this earlier in this vlog, but I recently set up like this TBR system for me to read, just because I have so many books on my TBR that it's a lot and I want to get through them so badly. So yeah, that's my dog. So yeah, I have been doing the monthly TBRs for 3 months now, and the last 2 months it worked really well, and I don't know what happened this month, and I just want to put a video out for you guys because it has been a long while, 3 weeks I think, since I uploaded something. So I'm just gonna list out the books that I picked. I know nothing about these books, just the title and like some things I've heard, and if you've watched the previous vlogs, you know how bad my predictions of what the book is about have been, just because I really don't know what the book is about when I go into them, because I don't want to have previous thoughts about a book before I go into it. I want to go into it with a fresh mind. So that's why I don't normally know anything about the books I read. Well, I think I showed you all the books, but I started The Sword of Kagan. I'm on the second chapter, but I did start it. It's good. The chapters are long, and multiple POVs, I think, and I like it so far, even though it's just the first chapter, but it is a good start. It almost feels like the start to the Poppy War, because I heard that it's a fantasy book, but I heard it takes a turn somewhere. So yeah, it starts off like how the Poppy War started, where it starts off fun and happy, and that's what's going on right now. And I started Home is Where the Bodies Are. I haven't read anything in it yet, but I have chosen this book to start with, just because it's a thriller, I think, or a mystery, and those are genuinely easy and a great way to get out of a reading slump. And then I started Violet Moon by Mel E. Lemon. I think it's a sapphic werewolf romance. I have no clue. I genuinely pick books. I'm so sorry to say this, but I genuinely pick books by Instagram. I don't have TikTok, and if I do have TikTok, I'm not on booktok, just because I don't like the recommendations from general booktok. I think there are some niche booktok communities that you can trust, but I'm just like, my For You page isn't equipped like that in a sense. But yeah, so I get recommendations of the Instagram Explore page, because I don't follow a lot of people on Instagram, just because I don't pay attention to those things. So yeah, I just scroll on Goodreads, Amazon, Kindle, and see what is trending, and if I like the author, if the author is, ethical. As far as I know, researching authors these days is getting a little hard, because people are starting to hide their thoughts on certain topics instead of seeing these things, so I wouldn't know. But if you do see me reading a book that I should not be reading, let me know and I will rectify that. But yeah. And then I am also reading The Age of Magical Overthinking, and it's a non-fiction. And yeah, it's basically, I think, yeah, that's basically all. The title says it all on that one. So on the rest of the TBR we have How to Read a Book, which, given the circumstance I'm in now, I should read that one. But it's a unlit fic. I think it sounds like one. I don't know, but yeah, I think that would be a little hard for me to get into from a reading slump, and I don't want to push myself with a reading slump. I like to read books that just make me want to read and give me a flow and just not push myself. Because I find that if you force yourself to read something, the reading slump just gets worse. So yeah. Then I want to read She and Her. Don't know what's it about, but it's a lit fic. I think that's what it looks like. You can just tell based on the covers like what genre they're advertising for, who they're reaching for, who they're marketing for. And then I chose Don't Want You Like a Best Friend. I think it's a sapphic historical romance. That's all I know based off of the cover. Yeah. I know that's such a terrible thing to do, but that's just how I find my books. And then The Dead Girls Society. It looks like a thriller. That's all I know about that. And Juniper and Thorn by Ava Reid. I've read one book by Ava Reid before. I think it was one book. It was The Study in Drowning. I rated that a 4.75 or 5 stars. So yeah, I'm going to try Juniper and Thorn. And that concludes the list for the rest of July, which is like 3 days. And hopefully I film me reading these books for you guys and you'll get to see me reading this. I probably will go over into August with reading these books. And also I am starting medical school in the end of August, start of September, and I'm for sure going to try to film. I'm going to try my hardest to film this, because I was just like the other day, I was like, I wish I filmed more in high school and just captured those moments from high school and just be able to look back at it. But that's in the past, I can't fix that, so I want to make sure and try to document med school. And yeah, but yeah, that concludes the TBR, and I'll see y'all next time.